Signing Day Live 2015 continues here from the Richard E. Linder Center. Tom Gutter, happy to be with you all the way up until 11 a.m. Bearcats coaching staff, compliance department still monitoring the fax machine, waiting on a few more NLIs to come in, but a great class thus far, and I am happy now to be joined by the new co-defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bearcats, Steve Clinkscale, a familiar face with a new role. So let's talk about that first, Coach. Then we'll get into signing day and all of that. But I imagine that you're pretty excited to get the opportunity to call plays in 2015 when the Bearcats take the field again.
Oh yeah, it's a true blessing. It's something that you work for as a coach. You kind of climb that ladder and I started Division II level and worked my way up 1AA in Division I and kept climbing. And now I got opportunity to coach, be the defense coordinator and call the plays. That's an awesome opportunity. But we're very excited. The players are excited. I really can't wait till the first spring practice. I'm excited about getting out there and having a little fun, but teaching the guys the fundamentals of football and just continue to build off of what we've started for here the last 2 years.
What was the conversation like with Coach Tupperville when he came to you and presented this opportunity?
It was a pretty relaxed conversation. We've always had a great relationship. Coach Tupperville is a great coach to work for. It's more of a family environment. And so when he calls you into his office, you don't always feel, nervous, but something's up. So he just kind of talked to me about it and said, it's a great opportunity for you. There's only one way you really learn how to coordinate, and that's to be a coordinator and to call it. And, had a role of being able to do that the last 2 years of helping out and calling some plays here and there. But this is more, official. And, he just believes that, we'll be fundamentally sound and we'll continue to get better as a defense. And, he's just looking forward to seeing what we can do. But it was pretty casual conversation. And he just said, hey, here's the deal. Recruit, recruit, recruit.
Yes.
You can coach a lot better, be a better defense coordinator when you have better players. So make sure you finish up the recruiting season and get on the next guys and then just teach the guys fundamentals, and then off the field, teach those young men to go to class and to be good citizens in the community. So it was a pretty easy conversation.
Well, the Bearcats certainly have added some great individuals today on signing day, so let's get into that. The last month you've been out firming up relationships, solidifying commitments. Where have you been, and what's that experience been like?
Well, the experience has been awesome. Cincinnati, the brand, the name is welcome everywhere I've been. I've recruited all over the country. I've been mainly, in Ohio, in Michigan, and and down in Florida as well. And we get to a certain part of recruiting where we go and recruit our position as well. So I was able to go up to Tampa a little bit, and we got a young man coming out of Virginia. So kind of been sporadic all over the place, but then settled in back down in Miami and up here in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, and in the Detroit area. Those are my main locations.
Mm-hmm. And as we look at the class, we've seen guys come in from all of those areas. Exciting to see that, those are some of the main holds for the Bearcats, that you guys continue to be strong recruiting-wise in those areas.
Yeah, they're used to seeing us down there. I'm down there quite a bit, but they understand that the type of player we're looking for. We're looking for players that can play at the top level, not just the guys that they consider playing in our conference. So the coaches they're familiar with the brand, and they know the style of offense we run. They're familiar with the style of defense, especially the guys that know me now. They know I'm a very aggressive guy, so they know I like big, tall, athletic guys. But I just want a football player when it's all said and done. So it's been very welcoming.
Certainly lots to sell when you're out there recruiting for the Cincinnati Bearcats, a world-class university, a great football season, a conference championship for Cincinnati, and then, of course, the renovation going on at Nippert Stadium and a beautiful new facility that will reopen in early September. What are recruits and coaches talking to you about most?
Well, especially the stadium, getting back here, right here on campus. A lot of the coaches that have visited our campus tell their players all the time, hey, it's right there in the middle of campus. It's loud. You can barely hear. It's a great environment. That's been really a big talk of the town. Talking about Coach Tupperville always, with him having ties down south as well when I go down south, and just being kind of a legend, in the coaching profession. A lot of times the coaches, relate that to the young man that, hey, you don't know who you're about to go play for. This guy's won national championships. He's been a part of great programs, undefeated teams. He's recruited a lot of players that are in the NFL. He's a great person to play for. Those are really the talks. And then just the players that we have here from those areas, they do the selling for us. When those guys come on campus, the players that are familiar with their areas or live in the same location, it's an easy sell because it's about the brotherhood and they all get along.
Well, a lot of great things going on as we roll through Signing Day Live 2015. Again, as the NLIs are confirmed and 15 are confirmed so far. All of their highlights are right here on GoBearcats.com and Bearcats TV. We'll continue this live show until 11. We'll hear from offensive coordinator Eddie Grant, a couple new staff members for the Cincinnati Bearcats, but AD Mike Bone will be down here in about 10 minutes, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Coach, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the new role. We look forward to seeing you calling plays. Will you be up in the booth or calling plays from the field, or to be determined?
Right now, probably to be determined, but probably on the field right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I like being right in the middle.
I know that. I've seen it firsthand down there on the sideline. But either way, when the Bearcats take the field at Nippert Stadium to start the 2015 season, that man right there, Steve Clinkscale, will be calling the plays as co-defensive coordinator. For Steve, I'm Tom Glitter. Our coverage rolls on. Stay tuned. AD Mike Bone coming up very shortly here on Bearcats TV.